King of Promises. Burberry goggles get she barely cooked for you. She begging to swallow. Still getting better. Forgot what regular problems is. What? I can see why you're whole lot embarrassed. Way before Kamala Harris. Woo! Okay, we can only do a couple of seconds of that on this platform, so I'm only do that. All right. What's up, my G's? How y'all doing?
I'm
good,
brother,
man.
hey, brother V. What's going on in the world?
I'm good, bro.
You good?
Nah, we do. Yeah.
Let me see. Is this my microphone? Ain't sure. Okay, I'm good. I got to find out something that gives me more sound so I can hear y'all better. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna work on that, but you know what I'm saying. We'll do it. Baby Shay.
What it do?
You know what I'm saying? Okay,
Y'all know
okay.
what the fuck going on?
Yo, what's happening, man? You know, there's been a lot of Mercury retrograde going on out here recently.
Damn.
Anybody noticing that?
Shit is
Nope.
crazy right now.
Right? Really?
Nope.
It's been a rough week.
See my dogs out here getting fucked with these Yorkshire Terriers across the fucking street. I done told this woman stop doing my dog. It's only a matter of time till they jump over that fence on them dogs. Tell 'em.
They gonna climb. They gonna help each other out. One gonna be up. They gonna climb the other.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So much, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Gymnastics, doggy gymnastics. It's gonna go up eventually. It's really gonna go up. Brother Jay, what's happening with you, dog?
I can't call it, man. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Call
I'm
it.
good.
You can't call
Fuck
it? Your phone disconnected?
Hold on, man. Chill out.
right. Phone going crazy. You can call something or something trying to
Right.
call you.
First of all,
Emergency.
Oh,
Oh
First
my
of all.
god.
what's going
Boost
on?
Mobile.
oh man, again, well, I'm chilling, man. Everything's all good, bro.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna say it like this: praise God for another week, another opportunity to get it right, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
100%,
Another day, even. You know, next breath we take, that's a blessing. It's definitely a
100%.
blessing. I'm so glad to see y'all on another weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed,
Yeah, bro.
indeed.
You know, I decided that, you know, hey, I just want to hear what y'all got to say. Like, people gonna talk to us, but we got to talk to each other. You
Okay,
feel me? And that's pretty much what we've been doing since the very beginning, any fucking way.
Right.
Talking to each other.
Okay.
And it's that thing that I think makes us relatable and always made us relatable throughout the, you know, the decades of our friendships and our, you know, experiences and all of that type of shit. It's what we've been through that people can either grasp something from or be entertained by, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, it's been a fucking ride, don't y'all think?
I agree.
It's been crazy. So, I mean, honestly, that's where I'm at. I'm sipping a little, you know what I'm saying? Double oaked, goddamn it, Woodford Reserve. Cheers. You understand? They're gonna pay me for saying that. I want to be clear about that. hmm And it's magnificent. Thank you. I appreciate you. Um, what y'all sipping on tonight?
I got a little Jack and lemonade, whiskey sour.
Okay, little
That's what
sour.
I'm doing.
Why you ain't just say sour? Why you have to say Jack and lemonade?
Yeah,
I think 'cause
make
that's
sure
what it
they
is.
know that he had good quality whiskey.
It-
Sometimes they be half step.
But what if the lemonade was half-assed?
It wasn't.
If you ain't
It
got
wasn't.
getting like the
It's the
nature's
Simplies.
own or the nature's made
Right.
and
It 100% is. But actually, I've been drinking bourbon half the day. I ain't gonna hold you. So I'm decent.
What kind of bourbon you been drinking, dog?
Oh man, I told V what it was because I talked to her while I was where I was
How
and
you
shit.
gonna
I
throw it
don't
to you
remember
like
the
I'll
name
throw
of the
it
shit, but
toss
it
it
was
to
good.
V.
You said what?
He said like
Right.
toss it to V. I
Right.
talked
He
to
put
him
it
five
all on
hours
you.
ago and mentioned it once.
If he's
No,
supposed to
because
be
he
like,
knew what it was. He knew what it was. He knew
huh?
what it was when I told him about it and shit.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
we're sipping Woodford Reserve over here. You understand
Okay.
me?
Okay.
Know your
Yeah.
bourbons.
Right.
At least remember your bourbons, okay?
Hey man,
Right.
I feel
Yeah.
real judged right now.
Okay.
I'm
Ladies and
sipping on a
gentlemen, we
little
also
Uncle
what?
Nearest over here, simply Uncle. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you doing some nearest?
Yeah. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You got
I mean, that's a
support
crazy
also.
story about. Huh?
Gotta support. Gotta support.
Oh, definitely, most definitely. Respect. It is a story about Mr. Nearest. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Nearest being the gentleman that is originally responsible for Jack Daniels, goddamn the recipe.
Right.
That's the story. And he a black man. You
And
understand that? So that's
currently
some
the
real shit.
company
Salute.
is being run by a black woman.
Fuck it. Fuck it. But they stole, but one way or another, they stole the nigga shit. Like, let's be clear about that. They're like, gotcha, nigga, and dipped off on his goofy ass.
Fair.
I mean, that's really what happened.
What you say was in that?
Right. And what you gonna do about it? What are you really gonna do about it? Exactly.
Say something out loud.
And you understand me? Say it fast.
It's
God damn it. You like, you know what I mean? Shit happens. We know what it is. We know what it is out
Damn.
there. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, we got Dr. Huxtable in the spot. Starperson.
Hey.
What's happening? Starperson. You dig what I'm saying? We got fam in the place. We even got Mr. T over here sliding over there, chilling, talking on
I
his
said
phone,
pick
taking
up.
care of business. Huh?
I said pick up.
Yeah, shout out to the squad. He said, what's happening? He said, what's happening?
Indeed.
So, yeah, I want to talk about some crazy shit this weekend. I want to know what y'all think. We're going to take our time with it. You know what I'm saying? And we're really going to discuss it. But before I get into my rambling and all my shit, because, I can do that. What y'all got? What you got, B? Okay, that means you ain't got nothing. What
Okay,
you
cool.
got, Jay? I don't want to go over.
No,
I
hold
want
on, hold
everybody
on.
to
Just real quick. Just to talk about the Uncle Nearest thing. It is being run by a black woman, but also recently, it is in some financial straits. Something going on with the finances, and the CFO wasn't lined up properly, and the bank is talking about, you know what I'm saying, assigning a conservator over the whole business, and so it's kind of messed up. So either way, when you get a chance, just go out and show your sincerity with your dollars.
church.
Support.
That's real shit. That's some real shit. Definitely,
That's what we
we
do.
gotta flip the black dollar. That's the only way we gonna have power. You know what I mean? So it's important to do that. So
Also, DJ Ferris did just drop a new product called the Heavy Hitters. He got pre rolls and I think dabs. So yeah, you might want to check that out.
shout out DJ Ferris. Mr. Ferris, one of the coolest DJs in Chicago. Always has been, always will be, has worked with the greatest and the latest and the best. So understand that. And he got a new one out. Okay. So I tell you, I come home, we definitely got to get us one of those heavy hitters suckers. You dig? We got to do that. We gonna do that. Respect. Shout out DJ Ferris. That's my guy. Okay. All right. That's what's up, dog. That's good shit right there. All right. What you got, Jay?
Actually, prepared a couple videos. But I'm gonna play one,
Okay.
see how that goes, and then maybe I'll play another one real quick.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to play a video and just kind of get you guys perspective and shit. So hang on for a second.
Okay.
Go ahead and cue that
shit.
up for the situation.
I know this about to be good.
It's about to be interesting, ain't it?
You said
Hold
it.
on, man. He said he about to start something.
You might need your inhaler. Okay. Oh shit. I heard what we got.
Want to say that they are not important.
Hold
Hold
make
on.
sure it's cute.
Uh-oh.
The who now?
Hold on, what happened?
Come on, Jay.
Maybe I stopped it. Hang on.
Damn it.
That Boost Mobile.
Chill out, man.
It's about to get
Un
Ben
momento,
Affleck
por
on phone.
favor. Let's try that again.
Somebody get Deadpool on the phone, man.
Damn. Get
on,
dead. Come on, Jay. What you got?
About the internet service. This ain't gonna work.
So I want to say that they are not.
I don't know what's happening right now.
Wow, wow, wow.
I literally just played this multiple times.
It ain't playing right now, nigga.
You played it too many times.
It's like, you know what? I don't think it's interested in playing them.
Right. It just decided to stop.
Do me a
I'm
And
favor.
as soon as I stopped sharing, it
Do me a
worked.
favor. Look at your. Did the nigga just hang up? God damn.
I'm telling you.
You know what it is?
Somebody get Deadpool on the phone right now about that damn internet service.
Great Scott face ass. That nigga did not have 1.21 gigawatts. Jay, do you have 1.21 gigawatts?
I'm pretty sure I do.
I need to know.
I'm
You
pretty sure I
need
do.
fuel, nigga. You need fuel. You ain't got 1.21 gigawatts. It ain't gonna work. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know what's
Damn.
happening right now.
Is everything turned up? Everything okay?
Right. Make sure everything's amplified now, sir. Okay, there we go. We're gonna try again, y'all.
So I want to say that they are not important at all because emotional fragility is at an all-time high. But that wouldn't be facts, right? That wouldn't be truth because emotions do matter. It's just that emotions are internal data.
I don't know what's happening right now.
Was that the whole thing?
No, it wasn't.
Okay. Okay, did you hear stop? He hung up again. Look, this is some bullshit. I ain't, you know what?
Who do I got to turn it off? Turn it back.
Right, I gotta hold up. You know what I'm saying? God damn it. I gotta pull it. I gotta make sure that I prime it first.
Give it 3 minutes. Then.
let me prime it. I gotta prime it 3 times and then pull a choke. Face ass. All right, we good? Just not happening for you this week.
We will find out momentarily.
I tell you what.
That's
why
how
don't
I be
you?
feeling when the volume don't work on my.
Oh, damn! I know, right? That's how we feel. We be like, "What the fuck is going on?" Okay, dog.
Like, first of all,
why don't you tell us what the point of the matter was?
Tune the Q36 space modulator.
I want to try this one more time, and if it doesn't work, I'll just articulate it. Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
Cool.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, bear with us.
I want to say.
Okay, I'm done.
Well, the space modulator is not modulating.
Your gigawatts wasn't up, dog.
Right. It went from the space modulator to the space percolator.
But I ain't gonna do that.
And literally
the
every time I
modulator to the percolator.
Hey, look. And literally every time that I
that long score twice.
Every time that I stop sharing, it just starts playing again. So I don't know what's happening there.
It's shy. That's what it is.
I'll just articulate it.
Okay, dog.
So
go ahead.
Effectively, this young lady, Raquel, the therapist, Raquel, the capacity expert, has this take on the extent to which we are leaning too much into labels for emotional states and not working actively to increase our capacity and or resilience when dealing with emotions. That was the gist of what she was saying. So the question is, do you think that we are at a place where we're becoming more emotionally fragile?
As people, as human beings, as adults,
yeah. Socially, are we becoming
okay
more fragile? Are the labels reasonable? Are we actually actively working towards improvement? Like, what do you guys think?
Okay, baby Shay, I'm gonna let you go first with that one. I'm gonna let you take that one. Go ahead, with that. I'm gonna let that one marinate, my guy, because the way you explained it. I'm gonna say this: the way she probably would have broke it down is not the way you just explained it. In which case, it's kind of like, huh? You know what I mean? You're kind of, it's really, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to grasp a hold of it. I really, really am trying, and I'm like, that's what it's really like right now. So I'm like, okay, you're pretty much saying is like, are people getting more pussy than they used to be? Like, are they not like less tough than they used to be?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
And are they being driven by their emotions? Is what you ask?
Yes, correct.
Okay. All right, baby Shay, go ahead and knock at that one. Holla at that one real quick.
So,
I'll wait.
And honestly, I think in a lot more instances than it used to be, people are being more emotional because, back in the day, you were told, trained, and taught how to suck that shit up and keep it moving.
Fuck it.
You know, nobody was coddling you. Nobody was patting you on your back when you were sad. You know, most of us, we were at home by ourselves once we got a certain age. You know, by the time we 9 or 10 years old, we cooking whole meals
Bucket.
because our folks got to go out there and get the money. So, you know what I'm saying? If you got your feelings hurt or whatever is going on with you, I need you to do what the fuck I said you need to be doing right now, or it's going to be a problem. Nobody was there to hold you and, you know, tell you that it was okay. Essentially, that now they had their ways to convey that, you know, really you cool, you just going through some shit right now, and I'm gonna let you, you know, I'm gonna let you walk through it, you know, till you get shit together.
Fuck it.
But that's what it was. And nowadays we are being told that it's okay to be emotional. Let your feelings out. Come on and cry to me. I'll listen to you. And you know, in a lot of ways, that is a good thing because some people wouldn't be the people that they are if they had just a little bit more grace or a little bit more comfort, or not necessarily coddling, but you know, pay attention to me. I'm going through something right now. I don't know what to do. I need you. And for a lot of people, that wasn't there. And so in this day and age, it shows because now they have access to mental health care. They have access to therapists. They have access to real people that they have grown with over time that are willing to sit with you in that moment and just let you have it. And you know, back then that wasn't available, but now you're able to, you know, essentially let your feelings show. And then there are those that were never able to properly express themselves, and now you got, you know, the shooters. You know, you got, you know, bitches getting choked and slapped on a daily basis because they were not emotionally ready to be able to conduct themselves in a manner that which is non-violent in the face of controversy.
For sure.
So that's
Fuck
my
it.
take on it.
Fuck it. That's amazing. I mean, now B, you look like you ready to go in and say some shit. Please get your mic right, bro, so we can hear you. Turn your mic up so we can really hear you, brother. Go ahead.
I mean, it's a double-sided coin. So I definitely agree with Baby Shay that it's a lot more access to um, the research and the work that other people may have done. Like, for instance, this lady that Jay put up, she is probably credentialed and all the rest of that shit, and sound like she knows what she's talking about when she's speaking on what she's talking about. The issue comes though when people get to the labels and then they think because they've got to the label portion of the program that the work stops there. Like I've identified, and like some people even take it a step further and make it a part of their, you know, identity or what have you. But they they think that the work stops there, and that's one of the downfalls of like the YouTube like therapy and the TikTok therapist is because you don't get the real time feedback about what you should be doing once you've identified this thing to help you move past it, because it ain't just, you know, you we all hope that you're identifying it because you want to move past it and not because you want to hang a plaque on your wall. And so in a professional setting you get all of that, and in TikTok you get sound bites that, you know what I'm saying, gets them clips so they can get monetized. And so if you find yourself
You mean
kind of
you mean like the I don't know who need to hear this demos. You mean those types of situations? Yeah,
yeah,
get the fuck out of here.
yeah, even
I got
that's how
something
they
to say about
spend
all that stupid
they
ass
spend
shit.
into the relationship shit. And that's why that one, you know what I'm saying, live conversations where they got all those professional experts, like three women and three dudes and shit, and they have like a crowd of
Oh, you talking
niggas.
about the panels that be sitting up there
Yeah,
trying to act
they
like
have
they motivational
a
speakers?
they have a crowd of niggas get up there, ask questions about dating stuff, and they be having the experts respond to them at the shows and shit. And it's like,
All the time. They fucked up for real.
I'm not feeling none of that. Like I'm not.
Yeah,
But
at
anyway,
the
go
end of the
ahead.
day, it's your preference. At the end of the day, first of all, it's your preference. So we shouldn't be discussing. Like, I'm not gonna get on the podcast to be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? If she ain't got big titties, then your girl a loser. Like, wait a minute, man, that's your preference, nigga.
Right, right,
If your girl cheating on you, do she got big titties? Like, wait a minute, man, what they got to do with anything?
right.
Like, just because you're a professional at that doesn't mean that this applies to everything. Like, that's not. So I'll just say, just be cautious, or not even be cautious. Just make sure you do the full work. If you start trying to like better yourself and start, looking online at things in videos and what have you, don't just start falling into the labels, because it's a trap where you can feel comfortable with me. I'm autistic, or you ain't even ever been to no doctor. You talking about you autistic?
Right.
That's that's
You
that's
stupid as hell.
That's-
You ever been to a doctor? You talking about you autistic?
The self-diagnosis shit.
I
I
am
feel
sick
you.
because I'm fucked up.
That's real shit. Like you self-diagnosing at that point. You know what I'm saying? The only
Mhm.
thing that comes after that is the fucking self-medicating. So we
Right.
all know the pattern, if you will. You did.
And sometimes social media can reinforce that. You can go online and start watching the algorithm, you know what I'm saying, start following what you're searching. And you start getting them people that's telling you this and this equals this. And you like, yeah. And now next thing you know,
Right. It's kind of like that dude with the commercial. Like, what are you doing? You ain't doing nothing but sitting at home looking at TV.
right.
Get your ass up. Come spend all this money to come to this school you might not graduate from. You ain't doing nothing else. And they look at you and walk away like,
Right.
man,
Bum.
dude,
He's
if I
like, you
see you out the
bum.
street ever, dude, I'm gonna slap your ass just for that commercial. I'm serious, because you probably ain't graduated. But I get the point. We all want to motivate and inspire each other. That's real shit. But back to
Mhm.
Jay's original point of what I think to be the case, right? Of what you were saying. I mean, it's scripture that says if you spare the rod, you spoil the child, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all know that, right? Okay. There's also a saying that says that if you show a man the fish he eats for a day, if you teach him the fish he eats for a lifetime, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all know that, right? So if you sit up there and then there's also scripture that says, lead a child in the way in which they should go and they shall never depart. Period. Right? Okay, there we go. We got all of those. These are real things. Now, let's add them all together. Let's put them all together. That's what raising the next generation or the next person is all about. You know what I'm saying? And in today's market, we have to think like that. We have to think like we got to give them all of that balled up into one, because otherwise they won't make it. You know what I mean? All of those things count right now. All of them. And that's what's most important, is to give them a combination of all of that. Give them the spirituality, give them the survival techniques, give them what they need to know how to get out here in this world and deal, because this world is going to beat the shit out you.
Talk about knuckle sound as soon as you get out the gate.
Right now, this world is built. It is, as Jay would say, built or constructed to destroy you. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, it's modified to pacify you when it beats your ass, but it's only in their favor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It really, really is. So knowing that, what do we do as individuals, not only to strengthen ourselves, but also strengthen the ones that we're trying to bring up behind us? That's the next question I got.
I mean, well, I had something to say about the prior thing, but I guess I'll respond to what you just said.
You like that? You like that, huh? You like that?
We have to be intentional about trying to build first, but then reinstill values that go beyond how you feel in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
That value system has to be something that kind of governs despite the fact that you feel, because being able to develop the capacity to operate through feelings or operate and be resilient despite how you feel is how people accomplish things. We're
Okay.
in a perpetual state of feeling things, right? Emotions are flighty, right? You feel sad, happy, angry, horny, all within the 2 hour span of time.
Hmm.
Which thing is going to govern what you actually do, right? That's why it's important for us to have a moral set, I think, or to instill in our kids a moral set for how to govern themselves despite how they feel. That doesn't mean don't feel how you feel. It doesn't mean don't communicate how you feel. What it means is how you feel shouldn't govern how you move. Because I think that's where the opportunity exists. It is that we have gotten to a place where we can validate actions based on how the person felt at that moment and what was motivating them to do what they were doing. The reality is the universe doesn't really care. And ultimately, if you do something fucked up, regardless of how you feel, you're going to be accountable for it.
I like to counter that the universe does care and doesn't
Put
care.
your
The
mic closer, D.
universe,
Put
the universe doesn't care, does not care. Like the universe is actually neutral in everything that you do. So so whether it's negative or actually positive, if you do something positive, the universe doesn't care.
Touche.
So we
yeah,
can't just
that's
say
true.
it's just this negative thing that when I feel bad and when something's fucked up going on, the universe doesn't care. No, the universe doesn't care. Period.
Period.
Honestly, I'll just say this: whether you believe you can do it or you believe you can't do it, you're right.
Because
It's all based on what you believe.
if
Touche.
you got it on your mind, you
The
will.
universe don't care,
So
and it will agree with you. It will agree with you
be like, you
absolutely.
know
So
what,
if you like,
honey,
yeah, this
fuck
shit is
that
fucked up,
universe.
shit be
Yep.
fucked up,
That's
everything is
exactly what
fucked
the
up.
fuck
The
you
universe
should
will be
do.
like,
That's
Right.
yep.
exactly what you should do right now. Yeah. True. True.
Here you go. I'll serve you some more shit too, so that you can agree to prove you right. Here goes some shit. Yep, it's fucked up. Here goes some more fucked up shit. Yep.
I was gonna help you calculate all of it.
Absolutely. That's
Right.
the pacifier part. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part that I think, honestly, if we're just talking about our children for a minute, our young ones, our young adults, those are the things that we should not give them. We should not give them. Okay,
Damn. Oh shit.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
like,
Okay.
yeah,
They fight. Okay.
they going through it. I don't even know. My dogs are like on some other shit right now. That's why it's changed
Pissing
ASAP.
match in the
Yeah,
background.
two boys, two bucks at that. Them motherfuckers is going through the motion. So,
I hear you.
you
they
gotta,
both in
you got him
season.
in a. This nigga got him in the studio closet.
You said what?
Chill out, bro.
What you say, dog?
I said, you got them together in the studio closet. They mad as hell. Perfect
Dog.
strangers and shit, mad as hell. Though.
Them niggas, they father and son, and them motherfuckers are monsters. Like that's their motion. Mm. But um, I want to say that if we're talking about the children for a minute, giving our children the best and the worst of us is important. And what I mean by that, the worst is what we learn from, and the things that we learn from the worst of us is what we give them to make them stronger. The best of what we have is what we give them to amplify what is already great in them. You know what I'm saying? It's important for us to continue to give our children good shit to hear. And and then also show them that we are human, because one of the things, it's a line in one of Royce the 5'9's records, and he was like, "This is for ones who haven't found out that they pop's not invincible yet." You know what I'm saying? That's some real shit.
Mhm.
That's some real shit. And once you get to that point and your child gets to that point, then it's like, okay, you human just like I'm human. You bleed like I bleed. What do I get from you that's different from who I am already? You know what I'm saying? And honestly, those are the worser parts of you that you give them to make them great. Because they already great on their own. They were born great. God gave them gifts and blessings already. But the worst of you made you better. It made you better to give it better, to convey it better to somebody else. Why you gonna sit there and give them bitch ass shit? Who want to hear that shit? I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a watered down version ain't gonna
No, I
save
know. Hey, man, I would say that I used to, you know what I'm saying? I used to whoop V, but also, especially when you start getting like older,
He started
which
bucking.
is
Period.
no, but no. Before he got to that big enough where he would do that, but before then, I would whoop him. But also, I would sit down and we gonna talk about this, man. Do you understand why you got to whoop him? Do you understand the
Period.
choices that led up to this? Like, I don't want to do this, and I
Period.
think he started hating the conversations because these are 30 to 45 minute conversations. Even afterwards, like before, I used to be like, all right, I'm gonna get a whooping and then I get to go back to, you know what I'm saying, read my comic books or whatever. Now I get a whooping and I got to sit here and have a conversation and think about what I did for an hour
Yo,
with
somebody's
your ass.
clapping and doing thumbs up. Who's
He
doing
going
that?
crazy. He going crazy.
Who is that?
Okay. Bro, you can use them. Bro, just continue what you were saying, bro.
But so, yeah, but so,
Woo, woo. What is
Nigga, I
that?
don't see shit.
right. So
Somebody
at this,
doing thumbs ups and
so
claps
after
and
a
shit.
certain
Ain't
point,
no
you know what I'm
in the
saying?
chat, bro. Like, what you talking about? I'm learning as I go here, ladies and
Boom,
gentlemen.
there goes
Right
something.
after a
Was
point,
somebody throwing up a middle finger?
you
Some
ain't
shit?
gotta
Fuck out of here.
fucking give him a whooping and
Okay.
shit.
Say that again, V.
I say after a certain point, you ain't gotta talking to them actually it gives them more to think about. And like when they get to a certain age, especially like 15, 16, like thinking about getting a 45-minute conversation about some stupid fuck up decision I made. Don't be just as bad as a whooping. Like nobody wants to spend 2 hours of their life sitting in a room talking about some stupid shit they did. They know this is stupid 30 minutes ago. Why are we still talking about this shit? Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, exactly. There's consequences to your dumb decisions.
Wow.
I mess with that. I mess
Yeah.
with that.
That's some real shit. I appreciate y'all. You know, this was definitely off the beating path in regards to what I wanted to discuss this evening, but right in the ballpark, which is good. You know what I'm saying? It's all growth, it's all learning. But I wanna bring something up if that's all right with y'all, unless y'all was still talking about that subject matter.
Let me say one more thing before
All
we
right, go
move
ahead,
on.
Jay.
It'll
Go
be
ahead.
real brief.
No, for sure. Take your time with it, my G.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Just one more question. One more question.
Right. He like, hold up, wait, one
So
face.
Just one thing, please.
my takeaway was that how you feel, your emotions are data for you to assess how you feel about the things that are happening in and around you. And so they should not necessarily inform how you behave. They're for you to cultivate, make decisions, and possibly develop resilience. So choose to use it as a tool as opposed to something that's preventing you from getting the things that you're trying to get, preventing you from
Hey Jay.
staying focused on the things that you're focused on. What's up?
All right, now check this out. What you just did, what you just said, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to give them the hood version of it. Like, hey,
That was
y'all,
too many
check
words.
this out.
Cool.
Watch this.
Fair
Jay,
enough.
give them
Fair
the
enough.
hood version, my nigga. Give them Jay Boogie. Watch this. Go.
Things are gonna happen, and you are gonna feel things. Choose to leverage those things to grow. That's it.
He almost had it, though. It's all right.
Let me do it.
Hold on. Mr. T, ladies and gentlemen.
Uh-oh.
The hood version, not that shit Jay just did.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, wow.
That was the Deacon hood.
You be alright, nigga. You tough, right?
You get shot every day, B.
You tough, right?
You tough, right?
You be alright, nigga. That's the hood version.
Right. The hood version is, how do you feel? Man, get your dirty ass out of here.
Come on.
You know, I watched I've seen a couple stories from the therapist. I don't know her name, and I don't want to misquote it. But her whole platform is not really about like convincing people that their feelings are invalid. her whole platform is saying, hey, it's good that people are going to therapy, but don't try to fucking take that therapy that you doing and then give it to everybody else. Your feelings, your therapy, what you going, that shit for you. It ain't for nobody else but you. Because we see people I've been in conversations with people and they try to throw out all this different lingo and experiences with their therapy. It's like, and I'm looking at them like, bitch, I go to therapy too. So I don't give a fuck about what you talking about. And I'm like, and my therapy is for real shit, not because I got my feelings hurt when I was 12. So just like,
Sometimes you just need somebody to just
Yo.
calm you down.
I'm like, listen,
I got my feelings hurt when I was 12.
like, bro,
Bitch.
like, I'm like, listen, it's
Like,
like,
this is right now, today
we
shit.
talking about
motherfucker.
today, you bitch. Okay.
Like, let me
So-
tell you something that happened the other day, matter of fact.
Right.
but I think the only thing that you said, Jay, that I wouldn't necessarily disagree with, but I would say a different alternative perspective is that how you feel is a great tool to make a decision if you have other information to go along with it. Because you ain't crazy, but you also have to understand that there's a difference between what you feel and then what's actually happening. Now, and then you got to do the work to differentiate between, like, was that just a feeling or was that what it really was? And I feel like, mental therapy is to help you, sort through all the BS to make clearer decisions that are not based purely off what emotion or state you in at the time. So I just think that, like, people try to act like you shouldn't use your feelings to make decisions, but you should, but you can't let that be your only piece of data to make said decision.
You can use it for intel, but don't let it drive.
And even if
Exactly.
it does drive you, it has to drive you in a way in a way that is still complete. And like me, I will totally make a decision off of feeling, but I'm not gonna crash out over no feelings. It's like, let's say I'm heading somewhere and shit don't feel right. Like, you ever got in the car and you just feel like, bro, some shit ain't right, or you had to woke up that day, you like, damn, something ain't fucking right today. And then I'll be like, shit, I ain't doing nothing. I'm gonna chill because I'm gonna feel right. I need to, or like, you ever went on a mission? Y'all know what a mission is?
Of course I know what a mission is.
I'm talking about like with a young lady. You went on a mission and you be like, damn, this shit don't feel right. But
Let me get on up.
I'll be like, if you feel that,
It might end up missionary.
listen, if you feel
a mission.
you go on a mission and it don't feel right, abort the mission.
Facts.
Abort the mission if it don't feel right. Even if it's just an inkling, not
So you probably
like Spider-Man. My spider sense is tingling.
How about C from Bronx Tale? If she don't lift the button up, done.
I mean, that's a bit much, but yes.
That's not a bit much. That's some real shit. If
Right.
she don't lift up that button,
It ain't no fucking buttons today. There's literally no fucking buttons.
dog, she can
Well,
go
she
over
gotta
there and
flip the
flip the
switches.
little, you
Yeah.
She can flip.
When you press the button on your car, everything unlocks.
That's fair, but you better lean over
Well,
and
they saw it did.
You better try to twist the knob or
I'm
something, turn the
dead.
air on or
I'm
something
dead.
for me. Goddamn it.
Nothing.
I'm saying.
If you got long arms, just go ahead and pop the door right
Goddamn. Act like
So she gonna roll the window down?
Low, like,
But yeah, but Jay, I think that was a great segment, that you pull up. But also too,
I mean that. Sorry.
no, you good.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
I think like today the problem is this: people have too much. They have more information than their level of education and intellect can handle, and so they go crazy.
Dr. Huxtable just chuckled.
That's
Come on, Dr. Huxtable.
That's what the problem is.
Give us your input. Come on, hold on.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say that again. People got more information than their education and intellect can handle. And that's why they feeling all these feelings, because they got information that they don't really need to have.
That's possible for sure. I mean,
Cosby Show.
I can
That's
agree,
the Cosby
I can
Show
agree
gets out
with
the
everything
way,
he
y'all.
said. I agree with everything he's saying.
You agree with everything he's saying?
I agree with that because I don't know how many patients we see that know everything, self treat, and I'm like, this is a trouble. Now we have to operate. What the
Damn,
hell?
that nigga like, all you gotta do is put some Mercure cone on it. I'll be all right. Shit, put
Put
a little
your
tussin.
salve and rub it on there.
Oh,
right.
A week later, you're wondering why is my leg falling off?
It's
So,
not
no.
onion and potatoes. God dang.
Welcome to
And
the
put your
South.
socks on when you sleep.
Yeah, because it's gonna dry.
Put some garlic on. Nothing. Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Beat
Finish.
you a hot toddy to help you run out.
Man, I mean, it's a crazy thing. It's a crazy thing. Were you done, Mr. T, with what you were saying?
Yeah, I was just waiting to see what anybody had to say to that.
Did you have something to say to that, Jay Boogie?
no, I agree. I agree. There's probably a lot more data. There's definitely not probably. There's definitely a lot more data. We had encyclopedias, like actual books in the crib that we could research, but it was not information was not readily available, and so people are doing their own research. And to his point, their education may not be at the level of what they're taking in. They're misinterpreting. Okay, cool. That's what I got. That's my label now. And so now someone triggers them in that way, they go to the label. Well, you can't do that because I'm this, as opposed to saying, hey, even if you are this, you probably need to learn how to navigate this situation better personally, right? The emotion is about what you feel. It requires or places no requirement on the individuals around you. Just because you feel a way doesn't mean people around you have to acknowledge and or feel the exact same way. Emotions aren't facts. Hood.
Oh boy.
Listen, I heard you.
Fuck off here, feeling shit.
I heard. Right. I heard you. It's a lot of X's and Y's and Z's. A lot of people don't understand that lingo. So I'm gonna break that shit down. But I'm gonna break it down with an angle of damn, that smells good now. We always cooking in here. Very soon I want y'all to know y'all gonna be cooking with Mike Russian. That's just a little surprise I'm gonna throw in there. Anyway, it's very soon, very soon. Look forward to it very soon. Cooking with Mike Russian. Remember me saying that. B said B Stofferson needs the recipes.
Yes, man.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Now you either gonna make your kid a soldier, or you gonna make him a bitch. Bottom line. You either gonna teach them the shit that they need to know to not only be educationally savvy, but also be street savvy, or you're not. It's a lot of shit that they need to know going forward these days. Survival shit. Y'all need to teach y'all kids how to survive in the wilderness. Now, people ain't gonna listen to that right away and understand that, but I'm gonna tell you, you better start teaching your children to survive in the wilderness. Period. So y'all take that how y'all want to take that. And when you surviving in the wilderness, it ain't all of the amenities of home. It ain't all of the you know what I'm saying, the comforts of home. So when it comes to that, you better teach your children not to be hard, but to survive, to be survivors. That's what it's really about. You know what I'm saying? All this emotional shit and all that. Yeah, okay. I ain't mad at you. Get it under the control, respect it, figure it out. But at the same time, teach your children to survive. Teach them how to turn they motherfucking emotions into fuel to survive. That's really the bottom line, I think, personally.
And another thing to add to that, it's important to teach them how to survive without you.
If you're not teaching your children, and and I heard this once, and I was like, damn, that's some real shit. So I'm gonna just say it. If you are not preparing your children for your death,
We all watch Black Panther, nigga.
you're failing them.
This
We all
nigga's-
watch Black Panther, nigga.
Damn.
That's-
This nigga quoted Black
but
Panther.
that was some real shit because you know what
I
I'm
just
saying
want
right
to
now,
acknowledge that
you
he
know,
quoted Black Panther.
That's okay. I heard that shit and I was like, that's some real shit. I live by that shit.
He's like,
If you are not preparing your children for your death, you are failing.
Well, most people is failing.
is this good times?
I'm dead.
So yeah, insurance policies, but even also teaching your children to survive while you're here. Teaching the fundamentals of survival is important.
like I should be your very last option. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do your shit, handle your business.
Yeah, and
But
go
I
ahead.
think the problem is that, like, you know, we use
ladies and gentlemen.
we
What
use
did you
one
think of my
term
name?
to
I was-
describe a vast mountain of things. So teach them how to survive. Okay, now what does that mean? That means something different for me than it means for maybe like my other friends. Teach, because like how to survive where? How to because it's like we don't all live in the same environment. So you got to teach the kids to survive in the environment that they're most likely going to exist in with the skills and tools that you have or that you have access to. And I think a lot of people don't understand. So, like, for example, and this is why we even have a lot of conflict, even in the Black community, with young versus old. Older generation said, go to college, get your education. They never done it, but they know it's good for you. So they send you to do it. Great. But they don't want to handle the consequences that come with that when you come back. They want to send you off to school, put you in this different environment that they never had to exist through, and then expect you to come back and assimilate into the structure that you left. But you're not going to assimilate into that structure.
But that, I mean, I think that's an assumption that they would assume that that's what you would presume when you get back home. It's not necessarily accurate. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but it's not necessary. I mean, I think that would more apply to people that's in the military than it would people going to get, some type.
Nah, it applies to any time you change.
But that's fair. But at the same time, I think that if you are teaching your children once again in the way in which they should go, that they should never depart. When they come back, they still have the fundamentals of what you taught them before they left. Because you wouldn't let them leave the nest unless they were prepared. You wouldn't just kick them out the nest. You give them the fundamentals that they need. I mean, I'll say for my parents. Shout out to my parents. Respect. My parents taught all of us to survive. Gave us fundamentals that we needed that when we were not around them, that helped us to survive. You know what I'm saying? And we also learned by watching them survive. Watching them go through things, watching them struggle. My mother struggled. She worked her ass off to take care of 3 kids. Now, and then, what do they call them? Surrogate children? Is that what they call? And then surrogates that ain't even hers, that are hers.
No, I understand. I understand
understand
what
what I'm
you're saying clearly, and I think that's separate from what I'm saying.
Okay, understood.
So what I'm saying is that think about the world you grew up in,
Okay,
and think about how vastly different that is from the world your son grew up in.
absolutely.
So it's like when we teaching these children to survive, right?
Mhm.
And especially in our community where we don't often have access to a lot of things,
Mhm.
so our ability to even motivate them a certain way is extremely limited. You know, especially you get deep down in the trenches, like motherfuckers don't know nothing but welfare and how to get a check. And there's nothing wrong with them. It's just like they just don't have it. They don't have the ability to see beyond where they at.
Yeah, but even those options are getting limited these
And
days.
that shit is gone. That shit is gone. Uncle, hey, my boy Uncle Sam, my boy said we cutting the water off.
That's not even happening.
It's like niggas gonna have to go back to the field or some shit. So
Yo.
my point is that like I guess building resilient children is something that I think our society has completely abandoned.
Absolutely.
Like and
That's
not in the sense
point, I
that
think.
like emotions
Agree.
emotions matter, it's not about emotions. I think emotions are good. Kids should be able to understand and process their emotions to not make, stupid
Right.
decisions.
Y'all
And I
talking
think
about that all
learning
that
how to
shit
process and
until
feel is important. But
What you say, B?
daddy's beating y'all talking all the shit about just work through your emotions. You'll be all right until daddy is, beating 5 kids and shit, and you ain't eating for 5 days, and kids like under the stairs and shit. People under the stairs is a real story and shit. Like that, those are real people. Like, especially not particularly us, even though we have some fucked up stories, but them, they crazy. And so they may need a bit more rules around what is right is wrong and what is wrong and what have you than just your
Now wait a minute.
morals.
What you talking about, B? What you talking about?
I'm talking about,
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about y'all talking about, oh, when we was coming up, saying just tough out your feelings. And that was always cool until like a woman was getting beat on or like some kids was getting fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I was never saying tough out your feelings. That's never what I'm saying. If that's what it sounds like I'm saying, that's impossible. Nigga, we had to find hobbies.
we all got to tough out our feelings in the end. I feel like
We have to tough out
We
our
do.
feelings, but we also have to find outlets. That's one of the things that change niggas from being sane niggas to crazy niggas, honestly.
I mean, I
One
don't,
way
think
or
it's
the
the
other.
fact, I don't think it's the fact that you have to tough out your feelings. What I think it is you have to be able to, you have to learn and to be able to properly manage those feelings.
I wouldn't
Because,
even.
because at the end of the day, you have every right. If you feel slighted or hurt in any way, you have every fucking right to feel that. But at the same time, you have to be logical about the situation. You know what I'm saying? You have to think of everything that comes. If I lash the fuck out right now, what's going to precipitate behind this? What's going to happen? And if you have
Yeah,
some shit to lose,
consequences.
and if you have some shit to lose, then you are more emotionally aware and able to better manage those emotions because you know you can't show the fuck out right now. In this moment, you are hurt, you are angry, but this is not the time or the place.
Well, you know
to
what?
display that.
This is what we should call it then, because it ain't emotional management, right? Because it's really risk management if we really think about it, right? It's risk
But
management.
here's the thing,
No,
it's
no, let me explain. Let me explain.
it's risk
Oh, okay.
management, but
One
the
person at a
risk
time.
was caused
One
by
person at a time.
emotion.
One person at a time. Okay.
Yeah. So like, no, I'm agreeing with you. What I'm
Yeah.
saying is like, it's like, cause what you felt was cool until you went and did some dumb shit. So it's like, but you can make decisions based off your emotions, but you gotta weigh the risk of what you doing. And I feel like a lot of people, that I think the difference is that it's like the risk of every decision is heavy. Like, okay, me, right? I like to keep shit simple because
It's
I
Robinson. Can I get some ice?
don't got time to be thinking too much because I got too much shit going on to be thinking about shit. So when they come to making risk assessments, they got to be short, quick, and no extra thought. For example, I don't go to clubs. It's just not. I'm not fucking going to a club. The risk and the reward at this point in my life makes no fucking sense. I would never go. I have nothing to gain. Now, that don't mean if 21, I would go. But if you were 21 year old, I'm not saying don't go to the club. I'm saying the risk,
We was up all
the risk are no longer worth that decision because why, or two, recently I picked up a new habit, that I didn't have before. And so what I do, I stop other habits.
Nigga, why you pointing at me?
No. So I start smoking.
That nigga said recently.
So soon as I
I'm like,
start
God
smoking,
damn.
the first thing I did
I don't
was
know
stop
what you're talking about,
drinking. The fact that I'm talking about, like, it ain't. Everybody says emotions, emotion this, emotion that. Like, no, motherfuckers not weighing the risk, and then they don't want to suffer the consequence of whatever decision they made. Like, for example, I'm speeding in my car. All right, the police pulled me over. Now, instead of just saying, all right, yes, sir, I was speeding, or, just accepting the fact that you was fine, just take the easy L is what I call it. The easy L. I was speeding, give me the ticket, I'm gone.
Okay.
Niggas are trying to argue with this nigga who got a list of fucking laws that you probably violated that you ain't know you violated.
And you got to pack under the seat.
And-
So stupid.
I'm like, I'm like, nigga.
Either on the side.
I'm like,
One in the head.
the nigga stopped you for speeding. So,
you a man and they
hey,
talk to you like
hey,
you
talking
talking
to.
risk management dictates. Hey, listen.
Give you my ID. That's the law. That's the law. I
Yeah.
ain't gotta talk to you.
It's like, nigga, you just incriminated yourself from just a personal people standpoint. Nigga, that's dumb as fuck. Just comply with take the easy L. He pulled you for speeding. If you ain't going to jail, he gonna give you the ticket. Just be respectful, especially if you done did some other shit on top of that.
Let me tell you
I'm
something.
dead.
What he said.
So real quick, Mr. T.
You sure
so-
you done? Because he when he talking, he's addressing.
What's up?
This nigga
I
getting hurt.
do agree with you that part of it is risk management, but I think that's on the extreme side of the spectrum. I think the bigger opportunity for real is about recognizing that just because you feel a way about something that happened does not mean that what your opinion is about what was done was factual or an intentional. Because I think there's a difference between me saying what you said, I felt disrespected by what you said, versus you said that because you don't give a fuck about my mama. And if you think about it, one of those is likely to get somebody stole on.
Fuck it.
But you know what? I agree with what you just said. But what I was attempting to do is give niggas a framework. Because
Sure.
I think the problem is that a lot of niggas don't. I think about I did a lot of training, I've always been in a leadership position my whole life, one way or another. So for me, I have developed these frameworks to make decisions. When I got to make a fast decision, when I got time to make a decision, I got all these ways of processing through my feelings and my emotions up into the point I make a decision. Or if I got to make it like quickly, I got to quickly diagnose a problem and solve it. And so I think that a lot of niggas, just by virtue of not a lot of niggas can be the starter of the football team. A lot of niggas not gonna make the basketball team. They don't have the opportunities to develop frameworks to make good emotional decisions in the moment of, when some shit happen. Like somebody cut you off. Like, I done seen niggas shoot niggas. Like they pull out they shoot because they got cut off. Like, nigga, that's a lot of shit between shooting at somebody and just flip. You're gonna flip the bird to get your feelings off. You're gonna hold the horn 3 times. No, this nigga up there. I'm like, bro, that was uncalled for. But you know what? That's all I'm saying. I don't disagree with what you said. I just think kids don't have frameworks for solving the problems that they have today. And I think that's really the issue with the younger generation is they got all of these problems that didn't exist for their parents.
Yeah.
But they don't have no framework to work through it. So think about it, right? Let's say 40, 50 years ago, what your daddy gonna tell you, nigga? You get your ass a job, and you work. Like, you got feelings, that's cool. You get you some friends, nigga. That's the advice they gave us a long time ago. You get you some friends, some good people around you. You work hard, keep your head down, stay out of trouble. That was a good framework. That shit don't work now because now trouble can find you at home. It can find you 24/7 because everything is so connected all the time. You get no break. So that's why these kids struggling because they don't have no good solid framework to exist in their day and time.
Yeah, I kind of feel what you're saying. The problem is, though, if you're getting bullied on the internet and you don't understand that you should probably turn it off, that's a problem with some of your decision making at this point. I ain't gonna hold you. You gonna let somebody bully you and you can hit the power button?
That's an old nigga luxury. I'm gonna just cut this shit off and it's gonna go away. I'm like, bro, that shit don't cut off. It's like you gotta think about it. You got 1,000 kids in the school. That's 1,000 profiles, and they connected to 1,000 other people outside of their school. So even if you disconnect, everybody else still connected and moving along, and they got your information to share.
They're still talking about you, and they know where you live at.
They're still on your ass, whether you on there.
Whether you logged in or not.
the accessibility, that's the word that you really have to think about that has changed the game.
Yeah.
Accessibility. Back in
Right,
the
so
day, if a nigga had beef with you, you heard about it maybe through the school, through word of mouth. That's it.
And you knew to respect the person whether or not you heard it from them.
So at the end of the day, y'all was either gonna fight or you what? You understand what I'm saying? But like one way or another, that's how it was gonna end. Now, nigga, social media take that shit to a completely different level.
And niggas so lame. You used to fight a nigga and gain so much more respect for him. Y'all fuck around and be friends after that. Because you like, at least you know this motherfucker gonna fight about what they believe. They're gonna stand on it. And so you really gain a friend a lot of times. Now, niggas fight, they get their ass whooped, their feelings hurt. Like, nigga, you just take your ass whooping. I'm like, bro, these niggas can't even shoot. I'm like, y'all niggas can't even shoot.
Yeah, it's accessibility. That's really the thing. That's really the thing at this point. Accessibility is the name of the game. You know what I'm saying? The kids having accessibility to everything that's going on in the world that we did. Like you said earlier, encyclopedias. Nigga, for information, we had to open them fucking encyclopedias. Everybody shaking their head over 40.
You had to go to the card catalog so you can find the book that's got what the fuck you looking for.
No.
You don't need about 2
But you
grills
know what's crazy?
because that research paper got to be 5 pages, double spaced, MLA format. And Miss Washington ain't bullshit.
Not Miss Washington.
Bro.
Not Miss Washington.
I went to the library recently,
It's
bro.
not bullshit.
Go ahead, fam.
I fell in love with the library again recently. Whole time, not even cap.
I was gonna say that was the next move. You couldn't find an encyclopedia. You had to go to the library.
But the library got
One down.
that was the original magic. On campus, the library was the original place to like find shit. Whether you find your people, you found a book that had something that you was interested in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, these kids don't understand the glory of walking down them fucking aisles to just find something that you're interested in. Bro, what?
We used to cut school and go to the library.
Bro, the library, this nigga.
Because they had the beanbag chairs in the back when you go.
But you get what I'm saying?
Washington Library.
But you know you got to be quiet in the library. So,
Hey.
and when you think about that, right? When the library is such it's like a sanctuary.
It is.
Because you can't make a lot of noise.
It's quiet. It's serene. It's beautiful.
But niggas can't exist in that environment. They gotta be able to be loud. When I say niggas, I don't mean black people. I mean like just niggas. Like,
You mean ignorant people?
no, not even ignorant people. Just people that it's just got a big personality. Yeah, but it's like the library. You know, I went in there. I was looking through the books. I'm like, I'm trying to find shit to help me draw. You know, teach me some different drawing techniques and skills. And I was like, bro, this shit, the coolest shit ever again.
Yeah, it's always been cool. We know that already.
But I feel bad because a lot of people don't even
They
know.
don't.
They don't even think to go to the library at all.
Dog.
They don't even read real books. Like I have books all over my house because it's something about holding a book. I don't
Church.
want to go through a screen and all that shit. I would rather hold.
Yeah, because you understand the value of a real thing, and I think these kids don't understand.
Absolutely.
That's why their emotions are such a big part of who they are because they don't have other tangible.
They don't have
things.
any history. They
Yeah.
don't have any history, and that's another thing. When you have history a part of you, when you have history when I say it just like that, when you have history that is a part of you, it changes you. You know what I'm saying? Because then you have other avenues to travel and venture down and be have an imagination, goddammit. That's another thing. You motherfuckers, these YNs ain't got no imagination.
But also too though, I don't blame them because YNs, these niggas,
they don't read. So how could you have an imagination?
but I think
But I'm just saying
they can't read.
But the thing is,
That's
we
what I'm
have moved.
saying.
These niggas can't read.
Like,
I'm
quite
gonna tell
literally.
y'all something. I had a topic that I was really gonna hit y'all with this weekend, but this one was amazing. So I promise y'all, next weekend we're gonna have an ill-ass conversation about the topic I got. But this one is super dope. So go ahead, B. They don't read. Go.
They can't read.
Fuck.
And they don't.
They fucking can't read.
That's sad.
But why can't they read?
They don't have to.
No,
Why?
because okay, this ain't what it sound like. But the predominant custodial person in the house don't read for the most part. So that could be a man or a woman. So whoever the predominant child rearing
That
person
nigga
in the
said
house.
predominant custodial. Don't get
Yeah.
technical now.
Well, I'm getting technical
He said the
because
mother
I don't want to
of-
blame the
Get the fuck
mothers.
outta here.
What
No,
he
say
said
it.
is basically who got more FaceTime with the kids, who was talking with the children,
Go ahead now.
and going to, cause you know, half the time
Go
you
on,
pull
say.
out your math book. I have some people that have no idea what is that,
Uh-huh.
because that's not the education level that their parents are on. Some of our parents, even mine, my mother has a 9th grade education.
But she went to church on Sunday, probably.
And
that's where they got that
Ain't know that word.
That's how they learn.
But that's that common sense, though. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, talk your
But-
shit. Uh-huh.
That's not what was happening. People had to go to work. You had, older siblings that had to care for the younger siblings because their
It
parents
was
were,
different down there.
working, and then you had
Right.
a lot of, there are a lot of different variables as to what happened as far as, previous generational education. But we're here now. You have access. There's way more access to,
Let me show you something.
there's way
This
more
is
access
this
to
day access
education
right
now.
here. That's my son. This day access right here. That's it.
And
That's all they need.
and the
They don't
internet
need
and the
nothing
access
else.
is great, but the problem is where you get into the pitfalls is the other shit outside of the educational realm that also goes on
The
the
phone,
internet.
the phone is a billboard
Mhm.
to the world.
That's it.
So
Yeah.
the same way, it's just like the people who want to find the bad shit, gonna find it.
Bro.
The people want to find the good shit,
And
gonna
that's the
find it.
equivalent of a boy being in junior high and he got his math book up with a titty book in the middle. It's the same
It's the
thing.
equivalent of that. It's the equivalent of going on the encyclopedia. It's the equivalent of sneaking in your parents' room looking for porn. It's the equivalent of all of that.
But it's worse because think about it. Even with the sneaking, nigga, you had to sneak,
You have
nigga.
to sneak. That's what I'm
These niggas
saying.
ain't even sneaking.
The
All
first
of this
time I
thing
really
sneaking
saw
for
a penis was
nothing.
in an anatomy book.
Fuck it. Fuck it. You like, whoa. I'm talking about
I turned it
niggas had
upside down and
to.
everything.
And you gotta put it back to where it left off.
You understand me? That's
And the
real
counter number,
shit.
when you press play, you got to take account of what number is right there. Because if
Right.
it's any second fast,
They
you
gonna
get your
know.
ass
You gonna
whooped.
get your ass whooped.
Yep.
And then fucking around and roll across the Polaroid. in the
Damn.
third draw
See
on
what?
the left.
Fuck it. See, I mean, everybody, we got that.
Fucked us up.
That's that PTSD, but that's that real PTSD. That's that shit that makes you. That's a part of what makes you who you are.
Now you know.
You
how
had to
conduct
earn
yourself.
that shit. You had to earn them stripes. You understand me? These days, these kids don't have to earn nothing. So when you talk about all of the things that they are and all the things that they're not, it all breaks down to accessibility. It all breaks down to having access to the world in the palm of their hands. And at the end of the day, it's like it seems virtually unstoppable. I was looking at a movie the other day. It's a Mark Wahlberg movie. What was the name of that movie, Stockerson? With the kids and shit. When he was a secret agent. Mark Wahlberg. God damn it. It's a movie where he's a fucking secret agent.
Jason Bourne?
No, Mark Wahlberg. He didn't play Jason Bourne.
Oh.
Anyway, the nigga played it. He was a secret agent, and he was like, he had a whole family, 3 kids, a wife, the whole lick. Had to go back to his life and shit. And the niggas, everybody on their phone. The government can track you on your fucking phone. Everybody on their phone in the car as they driving away, trying to get away. This nigga said, all right, we going on a road trip because they ain't telling what was going on. He grabbed everybody's phone and threw that shit out the window into the motherfucking lake or some shit.
But you know what, though?
You should hold on. You should have seen their faces. This is the point I'm trying to make.
That
His
ain't even.
wife, his kids, they was gone. Like they.
Devastated.
You understand? Their world was over.
The level of
But you know what's crazy? It's even worse now because now you got a computer in your car. A lot of cars got computers in there. People don't know that's in there.
Mhm.
that control shit. That if you got a computer if you got Bluetooth in that shit, it can be tracked.
Bro,
Period.
at this point, that's the case. Back in the day, Family Plan. That's the name of the movie. Mark Wahlberg, Family Plan. Great film, y'all. Y'all need to check that out. Great film. Funny as hell, dope as hell. Mark Wahlberg is one of the
They
greats.
did the same shit with Jamie Foxx, I think. And it was like it was either Jamie Foxx and some. Yeah, it was Jamie Foxx.
It's similar. Yeah, they're very similar.
Newer, but similar plot.
Isn't that Jimmy Foxx or some
Compared
white
to
lady?
Cameron Diaz.
You're right,
Yeah,
you're right,
Cameron
you're right.
Diaz.
Yeah.
Mark
Yep.
Wahlberg one was better.
No,
Check that one out. That shit's dope. Yeah, because the Jamie Foxx one was kind of.
You were like, didn't they make that movie already? And the lead character was black.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, check that one out. Definitely. It's definitely a good watch. But yeah, all I was saying is when you threw their phone, they were devastated. It was a wrap. Motherfuckers' lives were over. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that you have to think about. Wake your ass up, Jay.
I'm here.
That's the things you got to think about when you're talking about what's important, what's really pushing these kids on that level. You know what I'm saying? Where either they're unreachable or they have no motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
but the problem is, if you walk into most houses, the grown people on their phone too.
That's exactly right.
So everybody in there is zombied out.
And that's the thing. They've given us a reason to not pay attention to one another.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just close it on this because I know people got shit to do. It's Saturday night, so I ain't mad at you. I'm gonna say this, and I'm sorry I ain't say hi to y'all so high. We've been kicking it. That's how we do. Yeah. Let's put the jacks down. Let's do what Brother B say. Let's go outside. Let's touch some grass. But also, as only Mike Russian would say, let's touch each other.
Wait a minute, man.
I'll let you.
Wait a minute, man.
Man.